Hey, how are you, man?
Warm. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm Felix, and I'm here with
Danny Lomas.
Danny. What do you do now, man?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Stumbling and bumbling through life. We have a fashion podcast called Dansplaining. Still model, believe it or not. I don't know, influencer stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to play golf. I just
Is
want to
it?
play golf.
That's the dream.
It is a dream.
Where's your favorite country for fashion?
England.
England?
England. It always has
Really?
been. Yeah. I think a lot of British subcultures have influenced my family's life. My mum was a mod. My auntie and uncle were punks.
Yeah.
I've always loved the football fashion, like the casual style, like the dresses.
Yeah.
So I think I've always got my inspiration from English music, English subcultures, terrace wear.
God, you love England. Where did it start for you? What was 19-year-old Danny doing?
PAQ.
Yeah. Was that at 19?
That was at 19, yeah. I worked at a skate park before that. I mean, I've always...
Skate park?
Yeah, I used to build ramps and scrape kids off the floor.
Scrape kids off the floor?
Yep. Yeah, when you hear crying, you know that you have to scrape a kid off the floor, feed them Haribos and pick splinters out the hands for the next 15
Wow.
minutes. Loved going shopping with like my cousins and friends. Like when I got old enough to go like to the shopping centre on the train on my own,
Yeah.
liberating. It felt like I was getting my first car. And then going shopping with whoever. I used to go shopping on my own, like just a Hull, which is like top man in River Island at the time and what have you.
Was there a piece there when you were that age and you thought, oh yeah, this is the bomb?
If it was something that should come back now, I used to love like funny t-shirts. It
Okay.
had like a navy blue top and it had a rocking chair on it in like pink and it said I rock.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
at the time
yeah,
all those like
yeah.
really shitty ones.
Yeah,
I remember my friend had a bright yellow one with a dog on it, holding a bone. It just says boner.
Yeah, right.
Still give him shit for that now
Classic.
to this day. At this point, I was studying fashion, earning a bit more money, so I started buying Supreme and this. Came down to London for basement pop-ups and what have you. And then from then, I would chat to the guys, get invited to more stuff. And I think that's what started PAQ, or got me cast of PAQ, is if I was in Yorkshire, I wouldn't post like Driffield, East Yorkshire.
Yeah.
But when I'm in London, I'd geotag it London.
Yeah.
So I think Carly, the girl who casted me, I think she thought I was living in London.
Yeah.
So then it was
You kind of glamorize yourself as a cool guy from London.
I guess so, yeah.
It's like putting on your Tinder profile. You live in central London when you're actually like in Yorkshire.
Hello. Yeah, literally, yeah. I can get there in 2 hours as long as she doesn't catch me off guard. She thinks I'm in London. So that was my introduction to like this world, I guess. Yeah, PAQ was great because I could kind of dip my toe into a little bit of everything and get fast tracked. So it was perfect.
Yeah, amazing. And so it all ended with that. What was the kind of the next year after that like for you?
I guess that's when we started to think, right, what do we do independently? Because us boys, we're all like very good friends still. Like nothing ended over sourness.
Yeah.
But we just thought, right, we've got a bit of a background now. We all want to do our own thing. Let's give it a go. And I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. So then I guess presenting more, a bit more modelling. And then the podcast came about. So I started working on that. Yeah.
Little Danny back in the day. You're sitting here right now. He's in front of us. I can see him over there.
Sweet.
What are you saying to him, man? How is he breaking through into the industry? How is he getting and meeting that first connection?
People would rather hire someone who doesn't know everything, but they want to be around, rather than hiring someone who knows everyone that you think's a prick.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be eager to learn, see where things take you. Just feel free to say yes to more things. Like, feel free to say no if it doesn't appeal to you, but just always don't be a knobhead.
Yeah.
Don't be a
But
knobhead.
does that come from you thinking you were a knobhead?
No. But it's very much like, I mean, I'm from a very small town.
Yeah.
So I know the people who were like Billy Big Bollocks back then who are still there and now like, they'd have probably kicked themselves, or like, if they were a bit more open to things growing up and a bit nice to people,
Yeah.
I think they would have probably made them like more with themselves.
Yeah.
So now it's like, yeah, I guess
Nice.
I appreciate it a bit more now.
Kindness going a long way.
It does, and it's cliche, but it's so true.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I came up to Danny at the pub, and maybe I caught him at the right time because he was 3 beers deep. So maybe that was the best time to ask him. But
You're regretting it now.
not at all. But I was kind, and I asked him to come sit here today. So that's how we got him on today. Didn't we?
Felix.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
How was that night for you, by the way?
Don't remember much of it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. What was fashion like in Yorkshire?
It was weird. If you were into fashion, it just meant you're into your Fred Perry, some solid like jeans, and a pair of Clarks. It was a thing called the Prairie Boy style. That was if you're into fashion. If you weren't, it is just like football shirts and shorts. Whether you're like playing football or you're going to the pub or whatever, it's just and like a Ralph Lauren polo shirt and whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's people like myself, like you found a little tribe who are all into like Rick Owens, Raf Simons, and that.
Right. Have you ever owned a one-of-one piece?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Samples.
Yeah. From where? What's your favourite one you've had?
My favourite is a Prada jacket. It's a Prada runway sample, so it wasn't fully finished. That is.
Yeah, that is insane.
So it's like should be finished and whatever, but it's. Yeah, so it's got a little
Yeah.
sample return thing. I don't think
Wow.
I'm supposed to admit that I have this, but it was. Yeah,
It's very beautiful.
very cool.
Yeah, very cool. If you don't have connections already and you're starting fresh, what are you doing, man?
Chat to people.
Yeah?
Find stuff that you like. You don't need to chase trends or do whatever. Find something you like. I know it sounds really daft and it's really awful, but hang around pubs. It's the best place. It's like the pub's the greatest leveler. So you can chat to anyone who like works whatever. Like,
Okay, look. You see me in the pub. You're a young kid.
yeah,
You know, roles reversed, right?
Yep.
But I work for Prada.
Yeah.
And I give people social media jobs about Prada, or I'm a way in.
yeah.
How are you coming to approach me?
So do I know that you're?
You know that I work for Prada. You see my face, something like that.
But it's like I've done this before to a tailor. I was like, really sorry, boys.
No, sorry, we're busy. Can you come back in a second?
Yep.
All right, man.
Hi.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the role play. Yeah, I was in the pub and it was these two old boys, Pat Murphy and Tom Arena.
Wow.
Never met them before.
Yeah.
Anyway, just in Blue Post, I was catching a train later on that day, and I just said to them, I was like, really sorry, boys. Like, sorry to interrupt. Like, can I just ask what you boys do? And then they was like, he's a fucking tailor in thingy, and I do fucking tailoring in Savile Row. Been there for like 40 odd years and that. And I was like, no way. And he was like, yeah, I'll tell you all about it if you want. Pat's voice, it's terrible thingy of it. And yeah, just got chatting to the boys from that.
Danny, it's been a pleasure. I think that's more than enough. I really
Perfect.
appreciate your time,
I
man.
enjoyed that, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hope it wasn't too painful.
Not
Cheers.
at all.
Hey.